Is there any relationship between physics and productivity? The answer is yes. If you know how to apply Newton's 3 laws of motion, you will improve your productivity by 10 times, or maybe even more. If you are interested, watch this video to the end and I will explain how the 3 laws of motion can improve your productivity in action. First law of motion indicates in any inertial frame of reference, an object either remains at rest or continues to move at a constant velocity unless acted upon by a force, aka objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. This law explains why we procrastinate. Once we tune into one state, we find it very hard to change into another state. For instance, once you sit in a chair and start playing video games or watching your favorite show, you will have a hard time to start working on your homework or doing your job. It happens in the opposite side as well. Once you start getting things done, it will be hard for you to stop and play games and enjoy more. So, the smart way is to follow something called the 2-minute rule. Here is the 2-minute rule defined by James Clear. To overcome procrastination, find a way to start your task in less than 2 minutes. The key word here is start, not finish. Your goal here is simply to take few easy steps to start the required task.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
In 2 minutes. If you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this only for 2 minutes, that's easy and doable. You'll have no excuses, and once you start, you'll want to even do more. Here are a few examples in action. I will just have one phone call that would take me 2 minutes. There's no way that I don't have 2 minutes. I will just change my clothes, tie up my shoes, and go for a 2-minute walk. I will spend 2 minutes writing whatever comes to my mind for my report. Here's what will happen next if you start with a 2-minute rule. You will want to make more phone calls. You will want to spend more time walking and possibly start running. Ideas will flow in your head and you have more ideas to write. Just do it for 2 minutes and motivation will follow. Second law of motion. In an inertial frame of reference, the vector sum of the force F on an object is equal to the mass m of that object multiplied by the acceleration a of that object. F equals ma. James Clear explains the second law this way. If you want to get an object accelerating in a particular direction, then the size of the force you apply and the direction of that force will both make a difference. In other words, when it comes to productivity, hard work is required, but it is not enough. You need to work harder and smarter. If you want to be productive, you have to follow the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule states that about 80% of the input produces 20% of the output, and vice versa. Like 20% of the input produce 80% of the output. Let's say that you want to start an online business. To be successful, there might be 100 steps that you need to take to be successful, but you can focus on about 3 or 5 essential steps that if you do them, you'll become so successful. Third law of motion. When one body exerts a force on a second body, the second body simultaneously exerts a force equal in magnitude and opposite in direction on the first body.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
In productivity terms, there are 2 forces that control our results. 1. Productive forces like motivation, focus, passion, and so on. 2. Unproductive forces, lack of sleep, lack of focus. Here, you have 2 choices. Choice A, add more productive forces in your routine to produce more. And B, Remove unproductive forces to increase your productivity level. Choice A works well, but it is limited, and if you focus on it too much, you will just burn out. It is powerful, but it's limited. Choice B, on the other hand, can be very powerful because you eliminate things that you've been wasting your time on, or they've been stopping you from doing what you really need to do because they are barriers. I believe choice B would be the best choice to go with. James Clear says, most people try to power through, hammer their way past the barriers. The problem with this strategy is that you are still dealing with the other force. I find it to be less stressful to cut out the opposition forces and let your productivity naturally flow forward. That is, my friend, how you can apply physics in your life to become more productive. And once you become more productive 5, 10, 20 times, you become part of the enlightened ones. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you tomorrow.